Hello, Steady Eddie here. Thursday morning, the 29th of August, and I'm waiting for my hospital transport to take me to round two of my radiation therapy. Round one was yesterday, and it didn't quite go to plan, but I'm glad that it's finally begun. A couple of days ago, I put out a video venting my frustration about why I'm waiting. And later on that afternoon, I investigated a supposed appointment that had been made, which few people knew about. And I got through various calls and eventually got there and and found out that appointment on Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday late morning was actually standing. I mean, I had to make various phone calls to get through to the right people. So yesterday, I had my first radiotherapy treatment, and so I'll first of 30. So 30 radiotherapy treatments. Wow, that seems a lot. But I mean, if there's like last yesterday. That's 5 to 10 minutes of actual treatment, but it had its hiccups. I went there and to the hospital, and not knowing what to expect. I'd done a live stream yesterday morning, and I got some great information. On the other channel, Steady Eddie Live, and got some great information because there's a lot of good people who watch my videos and live streams and radiotherapy, cancer treatment, all of that. It's a big issue. There's lots of people want to know about it. So I'll keep you updated how it goes. Yesterday, was not without its hiccups. I I had the mask fitted, which looked like a Halloween mask, and I, laid down on the hospital, bed. I think you'll call it. It's not, but bed's probably not the right word, but the preparing for the radiotherapy treatment, and finally they fitted the mask, and that was the tricky bit. They've got to get it right, and and then they said they'd leave the room, but they'd be observing me. So I got in the right position on the bed and waited for the big event, my first ever radiotherapy session. And I could hear machines moving because I couldn't see through that mask. I could breathe through it. I could hear machines moving in place, not knowing what to expect. And after a few minutes, I thought, well, this is painless. This is. I can't feel a thing. So that can only be a good thing. And then after a few minutes, I heard a voice over the loudspeaker saying, "We're sorry about the delay. We're having a few technical issues." No wonder I couldn't feel a thing. It hadn't actually started yet. So they came in and they removed me from the table and put me in a waiting room. They said, "Sorry about this, but we're having problems with the software. It's not playing its part. It's it's not taking the right photographs. It's so I sat in a waiting room, alone, this cold room, and then the assistant nurse or whatever you call her came in about 10 minutes later or 15 minutes later and said to me, "Look, we're having to call out an engineer. The machine isn't working. It's a software issue. So rather than have you wait here all day, we may phone a hospital transport to take you home again." And I thought, oh no, I haven't gone through all of this. to go home empty-handed. I want this to be my first, my first radiotherapy session. You tell me that it's a failure. So I sat there and, oh my God Almighty! I mean, why does not never go right? So about sometime later, the same nurse came in and said, "We've got it working. We've got it," and that was a relief to me because, like I just said, I don't want to go home empty-handed. I want to be able to say that this was my first ever radiotherapy session. So round two, I went back in there, and they lay me on the bed, and they struggled once again to fit the mask, and the mask was very, very tight, but I could breathe through it. I couldn't see through it, and I actually had the first ever radiotherapy session, the first of 30, and it was painless. It was painless. Now I could see, I had my eyes closed. I could see a few flashing lights. It only lasted like 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. Probably closer to 5 minutes than 10 minutes. But it was painless, and I could hear this machine. I was told, by someone in the live stream that there's these mechanical arms that come out. It all sounds very, very science fiction. But I was relieved when they came back in and said that's it. It's over because I didn't feel a thing. And okay, and that was it. I spent an eternity waiting for the hospital transport. I mean, door to door. It was hours for the actual treatment. That was no longer than 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm able to say now that I've had my first radiotherapy. I have the timetable over the next 6 weeks. I mean, it's about a week into October. 6 weeks of going there Monday to Friday and having this radio. I don't know what to make of it up to now. I can't claim I haven't had one session, one down, 29 to go. I can't claim to be an expert, but that's it. I've tested the water. I've had my first radiotherapy session, and today I'm on my way for the second radiotherapy session. So I can't comment on it up to now. All I know is that I don't have any headaches. And as for appetite, oh, I came home and the person, the guy who's looking after me here cooked a lovely big chicken dinner. So I haven't lost my appetite. I haven't lost my appetite. I devoured a big meal last night, yesterday afternoon when I came back. So I haven't lost my appetite, and I slept well, and I'm functioning as normal. I have no side effects now. Now I know there's the doom and gloom merchants in the chat who say, but you won't feel any pain now at the beginning. It's towards the end of the treatment. That's when you'll be screaming with pain. Oh, you're always going to get a few. I'll keep you updated. If anyone's planning on radiotherapy, then I'll tell you, how it goes from my perspective. And I'm just glad that it's underway. And I know I ranted and raved the other way because I felt that conspiracy theories, they were putting me to the back of the queue. But there's a lack of communication with these people. Um, because like people who I was phoning up didn't know anything about that appointment. And I kind of, after a week or so, I was kind of thinking they'd forgotten about me. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. 6 weeks, 30, 30 of those. I've had another 29 visits to the hospital to have a radiotherapy session. Um, well, I can't comment anymore. I'll tell you how it goes on. Not every day, not every day. You don't need to know that. But if anyone, wants a perspective from someone who's actually having radiotherapy, then I'll tell you, what it's like from my experiences. So, anyway, thanks for watching. My hospital transport hopefully will be here soon. It's number two of 30 today. and I'll keep you posted. Okay, thank you. Have a good day, everyone.